the truth. This is made though. The snare and hard kick. This is it. The cocaine and the crack.
They all sound the same to me.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
Take me out. That's the truth. This is made though. The snare and hard kick. This is it. The cocaine and the crack.
They all sound the same to me.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
Take me out. That's the truth. This is made though. The snare and hard kick. This is it. The cocaine and the crack.
They all sound the same to me.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
Take me out. That's the truth. This is made though.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Street Glide 919. I want to make this video. Guess what? We got the Miata running. All in all, it took us about 16 hours to get it done. You know, it took us a course of 4 days. I got a little bit of video of what we did and everything, us breaking it down, but I didn't get it put back together. I didn't show it putting back together because we just wanted to get it done. We should have, but we didn't. But this video right now is the 5 things that I love about this car. One thing I love about the Miata is that it's extremely nimble. This thing handles curves like no tomorrow. It runs straight. It stays straight in a line when you let go of the wheel. But man, when you're going through the curves, it just sticks. And I've honestly, I don't think I've ever had another car that handles as good as this one does. I mean, it's just a quick turn of the steering wheel, and you're turning, and it just holds. The closest thing I've ever had to come close. Give me 1 second. I'm just leaving work. The closest thing I've ever had to come close to handling as well as this one does, this car does, was my BMW 535i. Yeah, I almost said 3 Series, but it was 5 Series, and it moved. The next thing that I love about this car is that it's 6-speed. Not many Mazda Miatas came in a 6-speed, so it's nice to have a 6-speed. I love 6 speeds. I've never had a vehicle that had one, but my friends, I'm sorry, I did have a Camaro that had a 6-speed in it, and I enjoyed every bit of driving that. And that thing was loud, and it moved fast. I mean, it was just ridiculously quick. Had the LS1 motor in it. That thing has some serious power. I would probably say that was probably close to about 11 and a half, 12-second car. As far as this one, this is about a 17-second car in the quarter mile. So, but I mean, speed isn't everything. You know, handling through corners, man, it makes up for it. Another thing I like about the Miata is the roll bar that was installed. Whoever put it in, I'm glad they did it, because I was going to look for one, and I know this camera's vibrating like, oh damn, almost went in reverse. I know this camera's vibrating like hell because the suspension on this car is just stiff, and we are in the back roads of North Carolina, and I mean the roads are just not up to par. I mean, there's potholes everywhere. But I'm glad that they installed this roll bar here, because when I was looking for a Miata, I was going to put one in it if it didn't have it in there. So that was one of the pluses. I was told that this roll bar was probably worth about $500. So I'm actually happy about that, especially considering that I didn't pay much for this car. Like I said, we had to put the new head gasket in it. I bought it. The guy actually, dang, he was rolling. Looked like a Suzuki GSX-R. I'm not sure what type. Could have been a 600, could have been 1,000. Yeah, I bought this car for basically nothing. I just had to put in a head gasket because, you it went out on me. And but I'm glad that they put this in here, that it was already installed. Another thing I like about the Miata is that the convertible, this convertible, is a manual convertible. It's not powered by any motor source. I'm not really a big fan of convertibles, but I'm so glad that this is a manual convertible, and that these cars you can get a hard top for these cars. I do like putting the top down, but the reason I don't like convertibles is because of the motors in them. They'll go out, and what are you going to do? I mean, you have to spend crazy amount of money to put them in. And it's just too much of an extra expense for me for a convertible. But I would like to get a hard top for this one eventually. We'll see how it goes. And another cool thing about this, that's glass. That's not plastic like most convertibles are, or most Miatas are. It has glass, and it has a defrost in it. So I am happy about that. The thing I love about this car is the amount of gas it saves. Holy crap. This thing probably gets about 30 to 33 miles per gallon. My previous vehicle that I had was probably getting about 12. Oh man, it is just ridiculous. I am so glad that I bought this car. It's kind of noisy in here, but it's a Miata, man. They're like tin cans, but the amount of gas that this saves is just phenomenal. And that's not my last. I know I said I had 5 things, but there are quite a few more things that I like to add about the car, because I really like to make this a 15-minute video. But the fact that it just saves gas is just amazing. Like, I don't know, I haven't really never had a vehicle that actually got really great gas mileage. But I drive it back and forth to work about 30 miles one way. It's about 30 minutes, so about 24 miles. It's 30 minutes one way and 30 minutes back, and I mean, I filled it up with like $27, and about 2 days ago, and it is just coming off a full, and I've been back and forth to work twice. So I mean, I'm very happy about the economy on this car. Just amazing. The thing I love about the car is that it is purple. I like the paint on it. I love the paint. It's a little, dirty right now, but the midnight purple is just a great color. I think I could do a lot with it, especially with going with the wheel. And it does have its dents and it does have its dings. I don't really care for that, which I'll cover in the next video. But I do love the paint color. But we're going to see what we can do with it. But yeah, say if you like the video, please subscribe. Anything we can do to get it this thing up and going, this project up and going, will be nice. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for the future for this car, and all with your help. Subscribe, please like,